101 ESPN now presents What I Learned with Randy Karraker.
I'm Randy Karraker, and this is what I learned about the Rams in Week 5 of the NFL season. Number one, they can move the football. Who would have thought in the first 4 games we saw no evidence that they could? Steven Jackson runs for 84 yards. The passing game comes up with more than 200. 400 yards of total offense. Obviously, that was diffused by the red zone turnovers, but we do now know that even against a good defense, the Rams are capable of moving the football, and that's a good thing. They just can't turn it over. Secondly, here's another thing we know. The Rams are capable of stopping the run at a high level. The leading rusher in the NFL is Adrian Peterson. He came in and he was held under 100 yards by the Rams. That's a real positive development. The Rams have given up big yardage to people like Frank Gore, people like Julius Jones. If you can hold Adrian Peterson down, you can hold everybody down. So the Rams are capable of doing that. One more note about this Adrian Peterson situation. The Vikings came in with every intention of giving him the ball, having him pile up about 200 yards on the ground. He couldn't do it, and they had to turn to Brett Favre. They had to turn to turnovers, and were able to win that way. But Peterson was the focal point of the Vikings offense, and he still wasn't able to get to 100 yards, even near 100 yards. So kudos to the Rams defense. Third, and finally, Steve Spagnuolo needs to do a better job. In my opinion, the main things that an NFL head coach has to do: help his team win the turnover battle, help his team be disciplined enough to not take bad penalties, and have his team play hard. Those are the big things for an NFL head coach. He's a CEO. His assistant coaches do the coaching. Do the Rams play hard? Absolutely they do. But are they doing a good job of taking the ball away and mostly not turning it over? No. That's got to be his domain. That's got to be his job. Convince the players that that's what they need to do. The other thing is, discipline is holding down penalties. The Rams have been killed by penalties throughout the course of this season so far. Coming into the game, they led the league. They still may after tonight's Jets-Dolphins game. So what the Rams need to do is cut down on those penalties, cut down on those turnovers. That will help them win games, because we know on offense and defense, they're capable of doing some good things. I'm Randy Karraker. That's what I learned about the Rams in Week 5 of the NFL season.